Hi everybody. Today we're going to do a 5-minute tapping session on skating. I'm just kidding. It's not about skating, but it's about anxiety and about some anxieties that are particular to skaters, performers, dancers, anyone who takes the stage. But I'm going to gear this one towards skaters and what we face sometimes when we step out onto the ice. So some of the things that I've heard from other skaters, and including myself, is shaking of the legs when we step out to perform, to test, to compete. Uncomfortable feelings in the pit of our stomach, or nausea, and all other feelings that come up around it. And again, when we're doing this, if you're not a skater or a performer, maybe you have anxiety related to job performance or speaking in public or just speaking to people in general. So first we're going to start out on the side of the hand. And you could repeat after me, but first let's take a deep breath before we start doing that and let it out. So we're going to start on the side of the hand. And you can close your eyes or keep them open, whatever you feel comfortable with. And repeat after me. If you're someplace where you can't speak out loud, you don't have to. You could just say it in your head. And again, substitute what your anxiety is for the words that I'm going to use if my words don't fit for you. Even though I have all this anxiety, hold on one second. Sorry. Even though I have all this anxiety about performing, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have all this anxiety about stepping onto the ice to compete, I deeply and completely respect myself. Even though I have all this anxiety before I test, compete, or perform, I deeply and completely respect myself. Now we're going to tap on the inside of our eye, this anxiety, on the outside of the eyebrow, all this anxiety around performing. Under the eye, you can use one hand or both hands, all this anxiety I have performing. Under the nose, my shaking legs and upset stomach. Middle of the chin, my shaking legs, this anxiety. Collarbone, right along this side here, all this anxiety. Under the arm, it's 3 inches below the armpit, or the bra line for women. All this anxiety I feel, I'd like to let it go. Top of the head, the anxiety I feel before I perform. And when I'm performing. Take a deep breath and let it go. And think about, did anything come up for you? Even if it doesn't seem to make sense. Did something come up about your family or friends or your coach? Maybe you want to perform well for them. So let's do a round on that. Pleasing my coach, pleasing my family, outside of the eyebrow. This anxiety around pleasing my coach, my family, or myself. Under the eye. Pleasing everybody. It's so overwhelming. Under the nose. I want to just feel calm and at peace. Middle of the chin. Pleasing my family, my coach, myself. Collarbone, all this anxiety around performing. Under the arm, all this anxiety. Top of the head, all of this anxiety. Take a deep breath and let it out. And now are you ready to release it? I know I am. So let's do a round or two of releasing. Again, inside of the eyebrow. And when you tap, you don't have to tap hard. I allow myself to release this anxiety outside of the eyebrow. I allow myself to release this anxiety about performing right now, under the eye. Releasing this anxiety about performing, under the nose. Releasing this anxiety. And again, you could use one hand, two hands. It doesn't matter which hand you use or what side of the body. The chin. Releasing this anxiety about performing. I choose to have a calm and peaceful skate under the arm. I choose for my feet to feel soft and my knees to feel flexible. Top of the head. And I choose to let go of this anxiety right now. Let's take a deep breath and let it out. And how are you feeling now? That's how you gauge it. And I should have said at the beginning of the video is to gauge when you're thinking about performing, testing or competing. What number are you at? 10 being the most anxious and 0 being the least anxious. And then after you do these couple of rounds of tapping to see where is your number at, and more importantly, how are you feeling? So this little video, I hope it was helpful for you, and it's also great to do the day of an event or right before an event. And always remember, if you're feeling too overwhelmed, to just stop, watch my video called Touch and Breathe so you could calm down any intense emotions that you may have. Thanks a lot, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.